Greetings, beautiful and abundant benevolent blessings to all of you wonderful souls out there. Kiara DeCassia here today with All Things Health and Wealth Show. And I am so excited to be here today sharing with you some incredibly awesome and beautiful content. Today we will be speaking about Bitcoin, Fed, and a couple other things. So if you haven't yet come to watch my videos, and especially this one that I did the other day, very, very exciting video. So please go on over, get yourself there to that video and make sure to watch what you're missing out on. Okay guys, so thank you for hitting that like button on the video here, and really do appreciate you and all my beautiful and wonderful community. And let's get straight into looking at the cryptocurrency market cap today. Today we are sitting at 909 billion. Trading volume is 57 billion. BTC cap dominance 37.72. Coins have remained the same. Bitcoin is up 4.4% on the 7 days, up to 17,830 at the moment. It actually punched through to 18,111, which is pretty cool. Ethereum 1323. BNB at 274.55. That's because there's been a lot of FUD that's been created by the scandals of FTX and the New York Times and the companies that are owned by FTX. So very interesting. Dogecoin at 9 cents, been pumping pretty decently. The Cardano at 31 cents. Polygon at 92 cents. What else? DOT at 530, Litecoin at 78.36, Shiba at 916, Solana at 1402, up 6.7%, Uniswap up 2% at $6.08, Avalanche at 1370, Chainlink at 689, and check this Ton coin has pumped 46% this week, guys. Crazy insane here. So just excuse me, I got a little bit of a post-nasal sinus today, so I'm not feeling 100% on top form. I'm actually feeling pretty cloudy in my third eye, which is pretty interesting. Energetically, that means I need to see something that I'm not seeing. So pretty cool, man. Fear and Greed Index today is sitting at 30 from yesterday's 27. Obviously, because the market's pumped up a little bit over the past little 24 hours, and check out the crypto bubbles. Everything, or pretty much everything, is in the green. So lots is in the green, but what does that mean? Okay, there's obviously a lot of really cool projects out there at the moment that are pushing. But guys, yesterday we had CPI year-on-year, core CPI year-on-year, and basically we came in under what they were expecting. So they were expecting 7.3, they hit 7.1. So that was very big reason why the market pumped yesterday. Core CPI 6.1 and 6%. So it was just beat it yesterday as well. And basically you can see that CPI is coming down based on last year's results at this current time. So today, this afternoon, we have interest rates raising, so that will be 2:30 p.m. I think that's around 8:30 p.m. South African time. So Fed Chair Powell speaks this evening, so I look forward to hearing what he has to say there. But basically, we're looking at a 50 basis point hike at the moment, and if we get a 50 basis point hike, then we will very likely see quite a massive pump in the market, and we should then see some pretty cool action out there. And of course, tomorrow we have jobless claims, continuing jobless claims, retail sales excluding motor vehicles, and so very interesting. Friday in South Africa is a public holiday, so we'll be waiting for the manufacturing PMI as well here. And I guess we just have to be patient, guys. See what's really going on out there in this beautiful space, because at the end of the day, we need to know that we are here for the benefit of us all. So if you looked at my video, and I spoke about this very, very, very specifically, guys, in this video over here, boom, 1, 2, and 3, I've been speaking about this video. If we were to break out of this level, which we have, the likelihood of us reaching the 618 level is pretty decent. And check it that, literally to the freaking dollar. Okay, right there, right to the top of the ribbon, EMA ribbon, right to the 618 level. And now we're waiting to decide. So if we get negative news from Fed Powell, and obviously we need to be listen very closely as to what he has to say, and that's the important thing here. Depending on what he has to say will depend whether this continues to push further up or push further down. Now this is on the daily time frame. I'm not expecting Bitcoin to fly up to the moon absolutely immediately, guys, but if you really have a look here, and just from this drop, that's where I drew this drop. Okay, we've already now reached the 618 level. There's massive resistance up here, as I said previously, up at the 19,000 level. However, that was the level that we broke down from. So that will be acting as major resistance. Now I want to show you something on ETH, because ETH is probably more of a leading indicator at this point than Bitcoin. We're very oversold on the stochastic, overbought on the stochastic, very overbought on the RSI. And, you know, if we see a continuation here, then the likelihood of us having to pull back down is pretty likely at some point. So if you go and look at Ethereum and you see what Ethereum has done, Ethereum has closed yesterday's candle above the ribbon. Looks like it's pushing up again. And we've got a resistance level just above us at the 1430 level. So very, very interesting. However, like I said, I believe if we found support here on the downward trend plus above the ribbon, it's very likely that we will probably come back up to the top of the box here, the purple box here, because as you can see, it's range trading within this area. So now that top of the box would be about 1650 odd, 1660, and that's pretty funky for us here. So let's go and see what's happening with the dollar. Like I said in my videos as well, the dollar would be falling. And if it was rejected at the purple box, we would find that it would probably break down a little bit more. So my personal view is that the trend is going to continue further down. So the likelihood of us coming down probably to this level is great, but we do have support there at the 102.76 level. However, we could come down to the 105.57. You know, there's not that much news that could break this market like this, but the dollar is very, very overheated still, and it needs to do some serious retracement. Again, the S&P tried to break out of the downward trend. The ribbons look like they're pulling up, and we basically broke out and pulled back down, and that's why the candle red at the moment. So pretty interesting, because I think people are changing their positions here and basically getting out of shorts because they can see that it's not shorting, and this is telling us that there's a potential for a long here on the S&P, which means that we could break out, which means that we then possibly very likely have ended the bull market. Okay, and then I'm going to say to you that we'll probably hit the yellow line up here, pull back a little bit back to this current line, the downward trend plus the red line, which meets at this level. I'm not saying it will meet there on the 8th of February, but that's the language that the charts are showing us. Excuse me, guys. And then basically I would be looking for a shoulder, a head, and a shoulder, which would basically give us a breakout target of that. So let's go and measure that, which would essentially bring us to close to the top of that market. Okay, let's just see here. Guys, Bitcoin and Ethereum are definitely the best things that you can buy for yourself. In fact, it would give us a new all-time high. How's that? So I'm going to leave that there so you can see. So we would break up into the 5115 level and get a new all-time high on the S&P 500. So that's pretty interesting. I don't think that's going to happen today or in this month at all. I think it's going to take a few months. But if you look here, the same thing's happening on the total crypto market cap. And basically we're looking to get back above the turquoise line. So again, the turquoise line is my deciding line. If we can't get back above here, So if we break up above this, the likelihood of us trying to push back up to this level, which like I said is probably around the 1 trillion level again, then perhaps breaking back down, finding support, and then eventually we're going to have to break out of the apex, which is, let's go and see on the video here, which is in 21st of February. So that would be quite interesting to see. And then the total market cap excluding BTC and ETH, this is looking much stronger. I like this candle. It's a reversal candle. It hasn't broken the lows. Same thing here. It's a candle showing us long. A long is awaiting. We've had a crossover here. We're pulling up over here, and pretty much we're waiting. We've been pressed down very heavily by the ribbon here. So same thing here. We're waiting for a press up here, and this could bring us up to around the 395, $400 billion market cap with total crypto, which would basically, I mean, that would be beautiful, because Bitcoin and Ethereum would then make up. So if that's 400 billion, you can see there's nearly 400 billion. Those two would make up pretty much the balance of the rest. So quite interesting. So I wanted to show you on Bitcoin here. Okay. We spoke very specifically about my turquoise line, the 618 level, and the trend, which is broken out of the descending wedge on the higher, which is on the day time frame. And let's go and have a look at the weekly quickly and see what the weekly is doing. So the weekly is starting to push up a lot better. We're breaking higher on the stochastic and the RSI, and basically we're seeking for a little bit of a momentum push up. Again, my turquoise line is going to be major resistance, so if we don't break through that level, then we're going to come back down and create a new lower low, and that would mean that we would have created a new higher, a lower high, excuse me. So essentially, if we break up above the turquoise line and find some support here, guys, I'm telling you, we're seeking this level out here, about 25,000 level. And at that level, there's only really this resistance and not much resistance there. So above us, there ain't too much resistance other than this level here, which is not far off from where we currently are. The next level of resistance, heavy resistance, is my red line above the purple box, which would be the 32K level. So that would be where we're looking to target. So if you've taken a trade here and you're waiting for the trend, be cautious at the turquoise line. You know, either exit or wait for a pullback and add more to your position. But getting into a trade right now might not be the best idea for you. So please note that this isn't financial advice, of course. I'm just sharing with you certain things that I do and I play within the market space. So very, very, very powerful. At this point, by the time the Fed speaks, you know, we've got a day or two left until the first line of the ribbon reaches here. So on the weekly time frame, we'd like to see a pushback up to the top of the ribbon here, which is at the 25K level, and that would meet the top of the ribbon here. At that point, we'd have to make a very strong decision as to where we will be heading in the near-term future with BTC and the crypto market space. And as we all know, SBF has finally been arrested. He's been taken into custody. It was a bit of a scandal, you know, that he was arrested one day before the congressional hearing. We all know that, you know, there's a lot of people in the space, you know, even in Congress, that really just, yeah, they take chances. Let's just say that. So we're not one of those. We're just, we're just making some serious trades. Now, guys, let's see what that means for us. From our current level up to the 25K level would be a 42% pump. We will get up to the 32,000 level. That would be an 85% pump. If we were to hit all-time highs, that would be a 273% pump. Now, if you had to take a trade and your trade ended up being 10, you put 10x leverage, that would be 2,730% leverage points that you would make just based on that. So if you put $1,000, let's go work it out for you. I think that would give us 2.7 million. So 1,000 times 2,730. Yeah, 2.73 million. So you took $1,000 in your trade and you made 2.73 million. My goodness me, guys. Oof. That's a good trade to make. A very, very good trade to make. So yeah, I hope you guys are having fun here in the space. And yeah, if you like my content, please remember to smash my like button, hit that notification bell. I've got some very, very, very exciting stuff for you guys in the space coming soon. I'll keep you guys posted. I'm just busy signing some legal documents together, but doing some really cool stuff with some people in the space, in the crypto space. So I'm very, very, very excited to share that news with you guys. But I can only do that once it is all signed, sealed, done, and dusted. So looking forward to that, and looking forward to spreading more crypto love out there in the world with you, because this is definitely the space to be, okay, for now and into the future. And I guess on my next video, I'll be looking at doing some trend videos, as well as some more top altcoins, as well as 1 or 2 altcoins that I generally like to speak about. But I guess in the meantime, thanks for watching the video. Really appreciate it. Pop that like button, and I'll see you on the next one. Lots of love.